Okay, greetings and salutations. Welcome to part 2 of the phone stand project for our first SOLIDWORKS main project that we're going to be doing a print on. A couple of things. One, make sure that you have your Google Classroom page open and you have gone ahead and opened up your document for today. We're going to be doing 2 screenshots. That's the one right there. I'm going to do an initial sketch and with dimensions just like I did the last time. Also, make sure if you have a thumb drive that you've got plugged into the computer, the one that has your file on it. If not, hopefully you have it on the S files or the local hard drive. Okay, so once you've got SOLIDWORKS open and it looks like this, it may have the home screen, it may not. I'm going to go ahead and hit the home button. This is the home screen. I'm going to go ahead and open up my file, that one right there. And you can see it opens like this. You're thinking, well, where are all the dimensions? The dimensions are there. This sketch right here is closed. I'm going to have to open this up in order to edit it. So I'm going to come over here. And I'm going to go ahead and either right or left click. It doesn't matter. That's right click. That's left click. They both have this little bitty small menu, and I need to edit sketch. And when you do that, that's what you get. Okay, now the phone shelf itself is going to go off of this quote-unquote vertical. It's going to come out at a 90 degree and have a little bitty catch, and it's going to be about right here for me. Now, you can have a slot in the phone shelf for a charging plug. If you do, you want the vertical a little bit more upright like this, and you want to make sure that you have plenty of room. So I'm going to go ahead and add that slot for my phone shelf. You notice I went ahead and pulled the dimension measurement out, and I'm going to delete it. Thinking, well, wait a minute, you're deleting it. Why? Well, because it's in the way. I'm going to add a bunch of lines right off of here, and it's just simply going to be in the way. So now since I'm adding lines, I'm going to come up here and hit the line tool. And I'm just going to go ahead and right there, 90 degrees. Now you'll see a yellow guideline that will always give you 90 degrees. I'm going to come out about, well, let's see here. It's going to be, let's try about 13-ish. Come up about that far, come in about that far, like that, and then like that. Okay, now this is 5 millimeters, so this is going to be 5 millimeters, and this is going to be 5 millimeters. Keep in mind that this is going to be 5 millimeters as well. Thinking, oh my goodness, that's a lot of different dimensions. Okay, well right now I've got my initial sketch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Alt, Print Screen, go down here to my phone stand, my initial sketch, and paste without formatting. Control V. There. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. Okay, now let's go back to this thing. All right, now I got to add some measurements. So I want from this bottom here to this corner, I want it at 30 millimeters. Now there's no hard or fast rule about this. I chose 30 millimeters because that seems to be the best thing for me to do. Let's see here, make sure my number keypad is on, and it is 30 millimeters. And from here to here, we're going to do 5. Nope, not 90. Sometimes that happens. There we go. I want 5. Just the thickness of the rest of the stand. My previous one that's on my desk is 8. I'm going to try something a little thinner. Sometimes that happens. Let's get out of that. Smart dimension. If you hit the center point, that's what kind of happens. 5. Okay, let me see. I got to check a measurement here. I've got 17 right there for my gap, which is from here to here. So let's go ahead and go with that. 17. There. And let's go ahead and do this. Well, I'm already close to 11, so why not? Geez, there's not a lot of logic behind some of these numbers. No, there really isn't. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. Okay, now, before we do anything else, this little bitty line right here has got to go. This one from this point to this point. If not, and I try to do an extrusion, it's going to squawk at me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here and I'm going to hit trim entities. These are a whole lot of different ways I can trim stuff. I'm going to use trim to closest, which means it's going to do point to point. Come over here, and you can see how that one part of that line kind of lights up. And there it is. Isn't that pretty? Let's see here, 30, 511, 517. I'm good to go. I'm going to go ahead and close trim entities. Alt, print screen. And here on my phone stand with dimensions, Control V, and I am done with this. I'm going to go ahead and hit the turn in. This thing is ready for full extrusion, which we will do starting on Thursday. Again, we want to give everybody a chance to get this done by the end of class on Wednesday. Keep in mind that we do not have class on Tuesday because of Election Day. So I'm going to go ahead and close this sketch, and we're ready for extrusion. Oh yeah, and by the way, make sure you come up here and hit save. And that's all there is to it.